This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
I'm building the suspense. Let's call for the drum roll. Let's call it. Unlike that 5 who limped over the line, this guy had it won. He won by 11 votes. Alex Rance from Richmond wins it. Where's Rance? He's come in here, Rance. Have a look at some of the highlights here from Alex. It's bringing a tear to my eye. Have a look at some of the spoils here. We know he's dual All-Australian full-back, but this brings a tear to my eye. Some of this footage, some of the skill, some of the speed, some of the way he uses athleticism to not only give ear massages, but have a look at some of these spoils. I tell you what, this is just incredible highlights. A double whammy there, Chief, just for you. So, well done, Rancey. Here you go, mate.
Yeah, beauty. Thanks, guys.
Look at that. Enjoy it there. What's it feel like, son?
Oh, this is... it's probably better than the Brownlow, I'd have to say.
Alex.
Hang this one around my neck as well.
Now, Rancey, dual All-Australian. Now, where does it rate with that? Come on.
Oh, I don't get to wear this around, so I've got a jacket that I can wear for the
Now, you going
All-Australian.
overseas?
Yeah, going overseas.
You going to bring that with you?
Absolutely, I'll check this
Put it
one
on the bed head every night, just before you go to sleep. Just give it a little kiss.
Don't they say you've got to check anything worth more than 10,000? So this is probably where my big check.
Mate, that is worth. That's worth about 50k. Mate, that is gold bullion, my friend.
But before you get too carried away, Alex has been good enough to come in, and just before the show, he was standing around chatting to some young kids as he does, and they had some golden fists, little golden fists that they were showing to him. Look who's completely disinterested in the background. That's you. You've turned your back on kids with a golden fist.
No, well, I thought it was Alex's time to shine.
Completely,
and I just thought I'd give him a little bit of airtime.
Utterly disinterested. Now, Alex, talking about All-Australian, we've also got some photos from the All-Australian, because Spud did his best to dag the backman and nobody else. All he did was go up to all the All-Australian backmen and say, ha, 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 I got you in.
I did.
Did it feel like a dag on a sheet?
Rance, you wanted this photo.
And rightly, yeah, I actually did ask for that one.
He did,
so,
see? There you go.
It was,
come on.
No, he was floating around like a bad smell, but it was nice. He's a man after my own heart, so I loved having photos with him, and, you know, the 4 or 5 times that he asked me as well.
Now, Rancey, I was going to ask you a serious question there, but I won't. But anyway, tomorrow's game. You've obviously played on the 2 big key forwards, West Coast Josh Kennedy and Hawthorn's Roughhead. So tell us a bit about playing on those 2 guys and what's expected.
Equally difficult for probably 2 different reasons. So Ruffy is very creative, puts other people in good holes, and can potentially sit on your head, whereas very strong, long man in Josh Kennedy, he very honest, so you can't sag off too much.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one. Are you prepared to put your neck on the line and say who you think's going to come out on top?
Sure, I'm an emotional man, and I'm going to go for the Coasters with... I'm going to go for the Coasters.
All right, you got to bet West Coast.
What's that got to do with your emotion?
Oh, the old boy.
Yeah.
He's a West
Had
Australian.
the colours on, West Australian.
Then he played an eternity ago.
He was a star.
Yeah.
Romance?
Romance.
He would have kept you quiet, wouldn't he? A few times.
No, he
Now,
played
mate-
on Dermot and tailed him up.
Oh, that's
Now,
different,
Rancey,
mate.
tomorrow, the longest kick competition. We know you're one of the greatest defenders of all time. What about the art of the torpedo?
Probably not as great as the spoiling ability, but I'm definitely going to give it a crack and wait for a good breeze.
Have you been having a bit of a practice?
I will tomorrow.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Don't go too early, mate.
Now, Jace, Rancey's been bugging me, and I don't really normally let people do the golden fist action, but mate, as soon as they're the winner,
Really?
you're okay. You don't get too excited. Settle
tell you
down.
what, mate,
have a
this
crack.
is
Have a
great.
crack. There it is.
Wait, do we count it down?
And I
or
want
no?
a big applause when it goes up. Get it ready, Rancey! I love you, Rancey. Oh, gee, I'm going home with Rancey. Have a look at this. It brings a tear to me.
This is starting to get
I'm
on.
overcoming, Rancey.
Now he's getting emotional. Rancy, mate, thank you so much for coming in. We look forward to seeing you down at Birrungmar tomorrow morning in the longest kick final. So good luck with that, and have a fantastic off-season, mate.
Thanks very
Good
much,
stuff.
guys.
Alex Rance,
Well
ladies
done.
and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff.